Welcome to this explainer on Joseph Murphy's truly groundbreaking work. We often tend to think that the most advanced medical technology is being built in some high-tech lab. But what if it's actually something you were born with? Today, we're diving into this fascinating idea that the ultimate doctor doesn't live in a hospital or behind a pharmacy counter. It's actually right there inside your own mind. We're going to explore how your thoughts, your beliefs, and your directed imagination might just be the absolute most potent medicine you have access to.
Seriously, what if the exact cure you've been searching for has always been within you? I want to challenge what you might currently believe about healing. What if reversing an illness isn't just about what you put into your physical body, but what you plant directly into your mind? We're talking about the silent engineer of your physiology, your subconscious mind. Think about it. It automatically regulates your heart rate, repairs worn-out tissues, and balances your complex immune system, and you don't even have to think about it. But the real kicker here, it's a system that can be deliberately, actively reprogrammed.
So, here's a roadmap for today. First, we'll meet your inner doctor. 2, we'll look at the science of belief. 3, we'll open up the healing toolkit. 4, we'll cover sleep, food, and emotion. And finally, number 5, proof and maintenance. Let's just jump right in.
All right, Section 1. Meet your inner doctor, and how we go about reprogramming the mind's blueprint.
We really have to start with a massive paradigm shift. Joseph Murphy has this absolutely brilliant metaphor. He says your body is the visible theater of a play written in the invisible mind. If you want to change the play, do not destroy the stage, change the script. It hits the nail on the head, right? Your body is essentially just obeying its programming. So if you're constantly telling yourself things like, well, I was born with this, or it's just my genetics, you are actively handing your subconscious script of incurability. Your body hears that and performs it to the letter. To heal, you've got to completely rewrite that script.
Moving right along to Section 2. The science of belief, where we look at psychoneuroimmunology in action.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this sounds a little mystical, but let's ground this firmly in actual biology. Science actually has a name for this: psychoneuroimmunology. Yeah, it's quite a mouthful, but basically it's the discipline proving that your thoughts aren't just these abstract, harmless things floating around in the ether. They are physical, biochemical commands that literally alter your body in real time. Think of your nervous system as a direct telephone wire from your emotions straight to your physical organs. Every single thought you have travels right down that wire.
So it all boils down to a choice. Which mind is governing your body? If you operate with a mind of disease, chronic fear, stress, suppressed anger, you are actively triggering cortisol. You're literally poisoning your own system, damaging tissue, and crashing your immunity. But flip that. Cultivate a mind of health through deep gratitude and peace, and you flood your system with endorphins and interleukins. And these aren't just feel-good chemicals. Their actual biological job is to literally regenerate and heal your tissue.
Section 3. The Healing Toolkit. Let's get into some practical methods for cellular restoration.
Knowing the science is great, but we need to know exactly how to use it. First up, we have to make a super clear distinction between passive imagination and directed visualization. Look, we all daydream, what's for lunch, some random memory from 10 years ago, but that passive, loose stream of thoughts, totally useless for healing. Directed visualization, on the other hand, is a real game changer. It's sustained, it's detailed, and it is packed with deliberate emotion. Since your subconscious mind thinks entirely in symbols and images, not abstract words, this kind of visualization acts as a supreme, undeniable command directly to your immune system.
So how do we target specific systems? You have to match the vivid image right to the organ. For example, for your cardiovascular system, don't just think about blood flowing. Visualize your heart as this brilliant, powerful red light pump, and a firm rhythm and open arteries. For your respiratory system, picture your lungs as wide wings, deeply absorbing glowing golden oxygen. For your immune system, imagine your white blood cells as a highly trained army of light, swiftly eliminating any threats. And for digestion, picture your intestines as a calm, crystal-clear river. Doing this gives your subconscious an exact blueprint for what to repair.
But visualization is just half the toolkit. We also have affirmations. Now, words alone won't do much. For affirmations to work like actual internal medicine, there are some strict rules. First, keep it in the present tense. The subconscious only operates in the eternal now. So don't say, I will be healthy tomorrow. Say, I am healing now. Second, keep it positive. Saying, I don't want pain just makes your brain focus entirely on the concept of pain. And crucially, you absolutely have to charge these words with genuine emotion and repeat them consistently. Emotion is the essential fuel that makes your subconscious actually get to work.
Let's look at Section 4, Sleep, Food, and Emotion. These are the daily applications of healing.
We really have to talk about emotional blockages first, because this is huge. Murphy says, what is not expressed in words is expressed through symptoms. Your body holds on to things. Unresolved anger or lingering fear, they create real energetic blockages that manifest directly as physical disease. For instance, the liver often holds on to anger, while the lungs can store deep grief. To truly heal the physical organ, you've got to practice dedicated emotional release to clear out that toxic energy.
Next up is sleep. When you finally go to sleep, your critical, rational mind goes offline, leaving your subconscious totally wide open. By doing 3 simple things before bed, you can turn your body into a regenerative lab. 1. Pick a precise, positive, present tense affirmation. 2. Visualize a mental movie of yourself in perfect health. And 3. Just mentally repeat that affirmation like a gentle lullaby as you drift off. Your subconscious takes that specific work order and works on it all night long, with absolutely zero conscious interference. We also have to totally reframe how we eat. Your mind is the primary filter for your nutrition. If you sit down to a perfectly healthy meal, but you're stressing over work, obsessing over calories, or feeling guilty, you are preconditioning your digestion with pure stress. You basically digest your attitude before your food. But if you practice mindful eating, if you bless your food with genuine gratitude, you actually shift your nervous system into rest and digest mode. Suddenly, that meal becomes pure, restorative medicine.
All right, Section 5, Proof and Maintenance, guiding us toward living in perfect health.
Let's look at some actual case studies where this exact manual was put to the test. Take the incredible case of Mr. H. He was diagnosed with terminal stage 4 lymphoma and given less than 6 months to live, but he completely refused to accept that script. Twice a day, he used intense, multisensory visualization. He pictured himself walking on a beautiful beach, feeling the hot sun, totally healthy, and he visualized his white blood cells as an unstoppable army neutralizing the cancer. In just 6 months, he achieved total remission. His oncologist was absolutely stunned. It's undeniable proof of the power of sustained mental action.
Then there's the story of Mrs. T. She was completely bedridden with incredibly severe rheumatoid arthritis. She started using specific movement affirmations, focusing on fluid, flexible joints. But the real key was she paired those words with visualizing herself joyfully dancing in her youth. By tying that powerful, positive nostalgia to her affirmations, she activated a massive physiological response. That memory of youth and joy was the key to unlocking her joints. In 3 months, she went from bedridden to walking freely without a cane. Absolutely incredible.
So how do you actually make this a lifestyle? Because true health is a frequency you have to consciously maintain. You need a daily routine, kind of like tuning an instrument. Start the morning by activating health right away with an affirmation. Midday, take just a minute or 2 to scan your body for any hidden emotional tension. In the evening, do a quick body review and offer real gratitude for the work yourselves did that day. And try to fit in a deep cellular renewal meditation weekly. This whole routine just ensures your subconscious is constantly getting the right instructions.
So, I want to leave you with this one final, provocative thought to ponder. Your physical body is a massive community of billions of individual cells, and they are always listening to you. So are you sowing disease with your daily fears and unchecked anxieties, or are you actively sowing health, renewal, and deep harmony in the silent garden of your mind? Your inner doctor is waiting for your orders. What instructions will you give it today?